Steph Curry. We finally can say it comfortably. We finally can say it with no clap back. He is the best three-point shooter to ever do it. We already knew that, but now nobody can say anything back to us on Twitter about it because it's just the case. It's just the case. We've got 3,000 threes already. Probably going to have another 1,500 to 2,000 by the end of this whole game. But according to Steph, he needed the record in order to say it with his chest because, Steph. This is what he said. I'm comfortable saying I'm the best shooter in NBA history now. Wow. Finally. Damn right. The funniest thing to me is that they're chasing for the record. Is that it completely derailed the season, to a degree. Not in a real way, but in a way that for those 4 games or 3 games or whatever it was, this team fucking looked terrible. Slump. As soon as Steph said, I should have known. As soon as Steph said, yeah, I might put 16 on Portland's head. I might break the record, 16 threes, and also beat Clay's record while I'm at it. You had to know that other teams were going to take that personally. Yeah. Even an undermanned Portland Trailblazer team. No CJ. No Dame. No Anthony Simons. It's just Nasir Little rocking out with his... Just literally no one. And they put him in prison. They clamped him. They were like, no. We'll quadruple, we'll quintuple team you. I don't care who shoots the ball, but it's not going to be you. Listen, little frail kid. I know you put on 20 pounds of muscle. We do not care. You are way too small. I have a Serbian over here. I think he's Serbian. Is that right? Anyway, we have Yusuf Nurkic here, and he is 1,000,000 pounds and 7'1". You're going to get body checked all night. You're not breaking the record against us. And then every other team from then on is like, yeah, you're also not breaking the record against us. It became a thing. It became a thing where the entire team, the entire Warriors team was conspiring to get Steph the record, where they literally were just not running any of their offense. It looked like the Portland Trailblazers out there, truthfully. They looked sick. They looked completely dysfunctional. It was just give the ball to Steph under every circle. Doesn't matter if he's double team, triple team. If you have an open layoff, pass the ball to Steph. If you have a dunk, pass the ball to Steph. That's just the entire flow of the offense. Who cares about the beautiful game? Who cares about strength and numbers? It's about getting Steph the record. It's probably pregame speech in the locker room. Listen, guys, we're 6-point favorites tonight. Don't care about that. What we care about is the 6 threes that Steph needs. We need 2 in the first quarter. We need Steph to shoot 30 threes. I don't care if you're open. It goes to Steph. And it was gross. Betting on the Warriors was a sweat during that time, and I cannot wait to get past this because they have looked awful. Awful. The Blazers and Sixers blitz Steph. Hard to get shots. Even Kerr had to come out and was like, hey, I realize saying anything about the record and how we were conspiring to get Steph the record might not have been a great call. I may have fucked us up a little bit given that. And Steph even said, maybe, just maybe I shouldn't have telegraphed it so obviously, or I was just going to disrespect Portland or Philly. Philly said, oh, we saw him coming to Philadelphia. He was not getting the record at our place. No chance. That is incredible. But eventually, Steph got it. He only had 2 to go, and you knew he was going to get 2. And the best place for him to get it, the best time for him to get it, considering that Del Curry spoke to Mark Stein about this, tremendous side story. He told the Golden State Warriors, Del Curry did, as Steph's surrogate, told Golden State, listen, you should just not even, if Steph's there, don't draft him. We already have plans to go to the Knicks at 8. We've already spoken to the Knicks. We want Steph to play in the Garden. Don't even do that. That's just not a good move for you. And Golden State said, respectfully, fuck you. If Steph is there, we're taking him. And that's where his little ass will go. That's what will happen. And Minnesota, of course, bumbled the bag like they typically do, taking Ricky Rubio and some other scrub. What's that kid's name again from Syracuse? No, not Waiters. Doesn't even matter, truthfully, because it's not Steph. Obviously, it wasn't Steph. Not even close to Steph. So, Yeah, now they end up in the Warriors. So for that to be a full circle Knicks moment where Steph breaks the record with Ray Allen in attendance, with Reggie Miller in attendance, which they were not in attendance anywhere else. They come to the Garden. They know he can get two threes. Psh, Steph can get 2 threes. That's light work. Let's get those 2 threes immediately, too, so that we can get about this game. So we can beat the Knicks by 1,000,000, which was hard for them to do. So we can get back to our Warrior ways. Like, let's do this little, this whole coronation thing. You know, Steph's mom was there. Steph's dad was there. Steph's dad, tremendous look he's got now. A single Steph dad. Single Dell. Oh, God. He had this, you got to look it up. He had this T-shirt on with a snake on it. He had a snake on it. Black tee, kind of snug tee. You know, like single 50-something-year-old coming out. Probably lives in Marina Del Rey now. And because that's where all the, like, single men go. The divorcees. So they say he got a snake on his chest. And then he's got a string bracelet on. And he's got a new S-curl. He's looking good. Probably got some implants, I think. And sitting nowhere near Sonia Curry. Right. Got caught on the TV screen, checking out a hottie to his side, of course, doing his thing. He's a single man. That's what he can do. So he was there. Sonia was there somewhere close by, probably with Future or some rapper or something she's fucking. So she's probably somewhere. I'm surprised they didn't show, like, some hot-ass R&B singer with her or something, or some, like, thug-ass, like, 21 Savage or something there, because it's, like, probably perfect. Anyway, so they're there in attendance. Steph's college coach is there in attendance. His high school coach is in attendance. Like, everyone understood the assignment. You dig? Like, come out, show out, and, like, be here for Steph. Steph gives the game ball to his dad. They shut the game down. As soon as he hit that 3, whap, like, literally it was like, da, na, 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 na. It was literally, like, so crazy. I've never seen that before. They stopped the game so that Steph could enjoy and soak in that moment. Like, I don't know if there's been any other record set or beat that got that level of fanfare, but that just shows you how the NBA loves Steph. Like, Steph is the golden boy of the NBA. And I think Clay probably would be given that treatment as well. But Steph, tremendous. And the other funny thing about that moment was that, you know, Draymond Green is the number 1 player who has assisted to Steph in his career. Over 400, I think it's 438, at that point, 438 assists to Steph. No other player has come close. And then you have, obviously, the person who's going to assist Steph on his record-breaking 3 should be Draymond. Like, that's only right. And you know that clip's going to be played forever. Like, it's going to be set in memory in stone and just played on a loop. And then you got Andrew Wiggins, who does it. Like, the only thing Andrew Wiggins loves more than not passing is making the moment about him, right? Like, Andrew Wiggins cares only more about putting himself in the spotlight than he does an open layup for Andrew Wiggins. Like, so they pass, the ball goes to Andrew, right? And they're doing this normal set. Ball goes down. He's got an open look, like, right at the rim. And like a hot potato, he immediately cross-court above everyone, perfect pass to Steph. Like, where has that been Andrew Wiggins' whole career? Like, just shows you he has no intention, no desire to pass at all. But perfect skip pass to Steph for his record-breaking 3. And even Andrew Wiggins said, I've never passed out of that set one time. Like, it's the only time in my career I've done that. Even Steve Kerr's like, we ran that set hundreds of times. A very common set. Never happened one time. Like, that's the first time. Draymond Green, salty. Yeah. He's like, listen, man. I was supposed to get that assist, Andrew. Speaking of not understanding the assignment, you can't get that. You don't even assist ever. You don't even have 10 assists in your career, Andrew Wiggins. You can't have the record-breaking assists. We got to stop that. I said to a friend, like, Steph should have missed that 3 on purpose. Andrew Wiggins, you can't give me that. I'm going to pass that back down to you. fam. No. Apparently, Steph gifted all of his longtime teammates with Rolexes, for the record. He gave one to Iguodala and Clay, but obviously not to Wiggins. Wiggins was not going to give one. And so Draymond said Wiggins never passes out of that play, never. Never. And so now we're going to see Andrew Wiggins on a loop for the rest of history. It's just going to be, who is that guy? I don't know. Who's that passing to Steph? Oh, yeah, you remember that Canadian that was like a big deal? He played for the Timberwolves. What was his name? That's where we're going to be with Wiggins. And so at this point, I think, Steph's going to have another 400 threes this year. If he plays another 5 years, he could have 1,500 threes on top of the current record, which seems kind of impossible to break. And another thing that's sort of amazing about this is that Steph, with Reggie Miller, kind of get a little bit wispy about this, with Reggie Miller, basically foreshadowed this was going to happen in 2014.
Can you catch Ray Allen?
I hope so. I mean, that's a test of longevity, consistency.
Yeah.
I
Hadn't even won a title yet.
For exactly what it takes to get to that level.
Health.
I mean, yeah, you got to be healthy. You got to have some great screen service. You got to have, guys that look for you, and you got to be able to make shots in all sorts of moments and all sorts of ways. So I hope to. That's what I work every day to continue to hone in on my skill.
3,000 made threes.
Pause. Reggie Miller at this point does not believe he's going to break the record whatsoever. He said, hey, that's 3,000 threes, my G. And Steph's like, yeah, no, I know the number. I'm a smart guy.
Hopefully I'm playing long enough to get it done.
3,000 is the benchmark, Steph.
I got my eyes.
He's shaking his head like, yeah.
Some championships come along the way, but that's the goal.
Woo! 2014, 5 years into Steph's career, 0 championships at that point. He had only had 900 made threes in 5 years. So he was only 30% of the way there. So at that rate, he would have had to play 16 years in the league. And then he started on a heater, like 400 threes a year. And, that's the story. That's history. And to me, it just shows you how incredible Steph's journey has been for him to go from the kid that everyone slandered out of Davidson, where on Twitter they're saying, is he even good enough does he even have the ball handling to be a point guard in the NBA? Like, is he big enough? Like, can he get his own shot? People were saying, can Steph get his own shot in the NBA? Like, people like Doug Gottlieb, the joke that is Doug Gottlieb, was like, I think Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn, that's who it was. Johnny Flynn is a better player than Steph Curry. I think that's where we're at now. So, to me, that's what made it so special. He hit the game. The game paused for him to slow down and savor the man that is Steph Curry. And no better place, no better moment than everyone who helped him there along the way for that journey. Very, very cool. Apparently, also, as an aside, Papa Del Curry apparently shot his shot with some Instagram thought and apparently nailed it. He posed with IG thought Anna Cherie, the girl that we all saw him macking with in the game, and 2 of her quote-unquote friends, which are also like probably her cohort assassins to take down men. He went from being a meme to the most divorced man in America at the beginning of the game to like literally now he's getting Dan Bilzerian memes in the span of like 2 hours. Like he's now Return of the Mac in like so that just shows you like shooters never die. Like he was a sniper as a Hornet, sniper as a divorced 50-something-year-old, even with a Snake t-shirt. Shooters stay shooting, especially when they're named Curry.